only 3% of your market is actually in market to buy at any given time. So what do we do about the other 97%? Are they all just standing on the sidelines, not even thinking about you? Probably, but not really. Good morning, everybody. Ruby and I are today talking about the implications of 97% of your market not being in market at any given time. And the fact that that is a rolling 97%. It is always changing. So there is somebody who today is not in market to buy whatever it is you do. Tomorrow, they're going to be in market. So we'll call them market adjacent. So they are not a high intent buyer today. They are a high intent leaning kind of a buyer. There are some people who are low intent. They are not going to buy anything from you anytime soon. And that's probably the vast majority of the 97%. However, there are a portion of that 97% that see the smoke in the corner. There's no fire, nothing's burning, but they smell smoke. Their spidey senses are tingling, and they're trying to figure out what to do next. And so these are the ones for whom you have a serious amount of value. You have serious value for all the 97%. It's just that a good chunk of those folks are not ready. And so do they listen? Do they care? Do they want to have a conversation? No, none of the above. Maybe they listen, maybe, but not necessarily where we want to focus our time and attention. However, the 15 or 20% of the 97% that smell smoke, that's somebody you really want to have some kind of interaction with. And so this is why this gets really weird and hard for sales, because sales wants to talk to the 1 to 3%, because they're ready to buy stuff right now. And that makes all the sense practically in the world, all the sense in the world. However, everybody in your market wants to speak to the 1 to 3%, everybody. And so that's the competitive landscape that nobody really spends enough time thinking about. So it's the ones who will be in market tomorrow, for whom you can have a ton of value, and you can add a lot of interesting stuff, and you can do a lot of things with, and you need to spend some time in cycles understanding more about how do you help somebody who smells smoke avoid the fire, right? So it's everybody's business in sales to look at the deals that are right in front of them, of course, but how do we create demand for the deals that are not there yet, but they're coming? You just don't know they're coming. You don't know when they're coming. And so this is why forecasting is so hard for a lot of salespeople and companies. It's because we're not able to understand full demand in our market space. And so of the 97%, of which 2/3 are not in market and are not going to be in market, it's the other third maybe that we could tap into, the smoke smellers, let's call it that you really need to think about. So today, this is why we want everybody in sales to build personal brands. This is why we want everybody in sales to leverage their marketing teams heavily. This is why we want everybody in sales to know what it means to get people who are not in market to see you differently. If they can see you differently, if they think you're an expert, if they think you know what you're talking about, and then they see your stuff, whatever that stuff is, hopefully personal brand based, regularly, suddenly this job gets a little easier. And so it's their turn to be in market. They were smoke smellers. Now there's a full-on fire. Who are they going to talk to first? Well, are they going to talk to the person that their accountant says is the right person? Maybe, sure, of course. That's not a bad idea. But will they talk to you too? Well, if they think you're good at what you do, 100% they will. So this is why it gets weird. And so for everybody in sales today, this is why understanding how this market works is super valuable. Now, if you are so busy, so overwhelmed, because those 1 to 3%ers are blocking your calendar and you are just swimming in deals, well, holy mackerel, of course, you go with what you got. However, my suggestion is that is a very, very select group of salespeople in the mass. So kudos to you if you have no time to build a personal brand or deal with marketing because I'm swimming in deals. It is what it is. Okay, for the rest of us, this is how we start generating interest, and this is how we start generating demand. And so it's a machine, right? It's something you have to do with regularity. You don't just show up one day, suddenly, hey, I'm the smartest guy in the room about whatever. No, you have to build that into your system. You have to build that muscle into your process. So today, Ruby says, look at your market. If you're not swimming in deals, welcome to the club. Think about how you can start creating interest for what I'm calling the smoke smellers. I just made that up. The ones for whom there's no deal tomorrow, but there might be one on Monday. We don't know. So thinking about that is a really important go-to-market for you. All right, enough for today. Think about that. Personal brand, building into your demand, understanding how people need to see you differently to set yourself apart. These are the way the rest of us who aren't swimming in deals make their numbers. All right, enough for today. Walking and talking with Ruby.